the starting lineup for your Los Angeles Clippers. At the point, 6 feet 1 inches, number 21, Patrick Beverley. Man in the middle, 7 feet, number 40, Ivica Zubac. At power forward, standing 6'8", number 31, Marcus Morris. The other guard, standing 6'8", number 13, Paul George. The other forward, at 6'6", number 2, Kawhi Leonard. Is the head coach for your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Clippers.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Damian Lillard is not just the best player on the Blazers, he's the team's unquestioned leader. But he said leadership is not all about talking. It's about letting others hold you accountable, too. Being coachable and committing to a common purpose. For him, guys, being a leader doesn't mean he puts himself above his teammates.
I like that story, David, and a good attitude. Great job. Thank you so much. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Williams.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward.
The Clippers last year, they scored well. Lacked a true superstar, but they were aggressive. Case in point, number 1 in the league in free throw attempts.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Leonard. Portland grabs the miss. And Smitty getting to the line most often for the Clippers last season, Lou Williams and Gallinari.
That combination was fascinating to watch. When you have guys who can score on all 3 levels and know how to draw fouls, that puts tremendous pressure on the defense.
The 3 from George. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And here are the Blazers. The 3 from McCollum. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For the Clippers, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. George passes to Zubac. Passes it to Leonard. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Lillard against Beverley. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10-plus boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
Here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Lillard left side, and the basket is good.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now, here is George. 23 points for him the last game against Washington. That one drops for him. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George against McCollum. Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Leonard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Tipped away. Stolen by Beverly. Banked in off the glass.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Shoots over Leonard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Beverly. Here's Zubac, covered by Lillard. Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Out to Morris for the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Goes back up. And it's Beverly missing.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
McCollum passes to Lillard. It's deflected.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Well, Steve, we're just halfway through the season. What stands out to you so far and what you've seen?
Well, I think for me is those teams that are underdogs, they're overachieving. And some of those teams that we had out in front, we start to nitpick what's wrong with those guys. I think the halfway point is for teams both underachieving, overachieving to start to really kick in. And some of those teams do and some don't.
That's good from George. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding the trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Leonard's got 8 points.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. The layup missed.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now, here's Beverly. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
George against McCollum. Now the pass to Carmelo. Here's Lillard, down to 5 on the shot clock. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Leonard. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball, very sparing with his turnovers.
stabs. Got him.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Morris. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Simons. A 14-point game for him in the win against Chicago. Whiteside, good.
This is where you want Whiteside finishing. In close where he can use his strength and physicality.
Jackson up top. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Up top, Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And it's Little atop the key. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
The free throw drops for Little. Some terrific NBA players right now out of Michigan State. Smitty, we know that's your alma mater. Which of those guys do you enjoy watching the most?
Kevin, I really enjoy watching all of them because I've got a close relationship with all our Michigan State Spartans. Gary Harris, Draymond Green, Jaren Jackson Jr., Bryn Forbes, Denzel Valentine, and the list goes on. I love because I watch them and I know they're going to come out and play extremely hard because of Tom Izzo and the Michigan State brand of basketball.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Washington. On the wing, Jackson shoots the three, drains the three-pointer.
You know, a little inconsistent from deep when he first entered the league. Jackson now an emerging three-point threat.
Here's Simons. And there's the feed to Whiteside. Lock at 6. Over Jackson. Whiteside, good.
When he gets the ball in that close with Whiteside's length, I don't know how you stop him.
Outside Jackson. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Trent.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
17-foot shot on the way. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Clippers leading by 5. Passes to Green. Shamet on the wing. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Whiteside light off his feet. Plus, he can block your shot with either hand.
Here's Shamet. No points in the game yet for him. And here's Little. And the shot goes down.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Whiteside Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. 14 points for Kawhi Leonard. Pass to Little. Here's Trent. He's guarded by Williams. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Well, you might have been wondering who the top scoring small forwards have been over the last 10 games. Wonder no more. Here's a peek. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, tremendously gifted athletically. I mean, we're used to seeing that at that spot on the floor, and they pretty much all give astonishing individual performances on any given night.
The small forward position is traditionally a lot of scoring from that position. These fellas carry on that tradition.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And now, here's Hazonia. 8 points his last outing. Shamet with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams finds Leonard. Yep, it counts. Leonard's got 18 points in the game.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Right side, the bounce pass. Now, Little. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. Green with the block.
One of Jamichael's strengths is his shot blocking. Whether he's down low or on the perimeter, he gets up quickly.
Jackson. And he can extend the lead to double digits. Trailblazers trail by 9. Here's Little. Knocked away. Outside Williams. Over Trent. The shot by Williams, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Great team play, so key to winning. Damian Lillard broke down the keys.
Be a star in your role. You know, I think it's one thing to say, let's be consistent, let's play hard, let's do all of these things. And I think as competitors, as professional athletes, we're going to play hard. You're going to be competitive because we're competitors. We don't make it to this level for no reason. But I think at this level, you also have egos.
Knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Hazonia at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. The first free throw is good. And for a long time, Jamichael Green was mostly an energy player. But Smitty, he's expanded his game lately.
Worked on developing an outside shot. He can drop a few threes from the power forward spot now, Kevin. He still has a high motor. You love the activity around the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. And it's Paul George in for Lou Williams. And both free throws good for Green. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Both free throws good from Lillard.
When he was drafted, Damian Lillard said he wanted to go to the Blazers with the 6th pick. The opportunity to play right away and be embraced by the city of Portland.
George, no good.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
The baseline J. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from McCollum. And Damian Lillard says, Greg, win or lose, he wants to stay in Portland. He keeps his residence there year-round.
And talk about his loyalty. In high school, lightly recruited, he ends up committing to Weber State. His senior year, all the big schools come calling, and Lillard kept his commitment. That shows you how he's built. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The tray hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's one of the reasons Lillard is out there. He gives you that deep threat.
Jackson down low, covered by Lillard. Shamet finds George over Little. George with the bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Whiteside. Now here's Anthony. And it's sent back by Morris.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Shamet the pass to George. Shoots it up. Portland grabs the miss.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Lillard, right side. Six to shoot. And the pass to Whiteside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Not to be denied. And what do you expect from Hassan Whiteside? He's full of confidence.
Now here is George. Tight defense on him. Morris, no good.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Anthony kicks to Lillard. A 3-ball. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Anthony.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now, here's Shamet. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. It's stolen by Green. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. Jackson misses. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Kick it out, kick it out.
And Lillard kicks to Little. Passes it to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Hassan Whiteside.
I just love that effort by Hassan Whiteside. Focused, and he's a huge threat to score off the miss.
Now, here's George. He's got 7, drills the elbow jumper. George has got 4 this quarter. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Well, there's no doubt that Hassan Whiteside makes a major impact when he's on the floor. Great shot blocker, elite rebounder, and the exact presence you want from the center position.
So, for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Green, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Landry Shamet. Nurkic checked in for the Trailblazers. Zach Collins comes in for Little. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. The rejection by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And here's Morris for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Trailblazers trail by 6. Cullen passes to Lillard. This one for 3. Portland again missing. Looking at the Trailblazers, they took the last win in their last game against the Bulls. Now here's Beverley. Down low. Here's Morris. Zubac trying to break loose. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Los Angeles leading by 8. Jackson with it. Lillard picks him up. Morris, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there it is for him. And 11 points for Damian Lillard.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
On the wing, Morris. Pass to Beverley. Outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
That's good from George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
And George drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Hazonia with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Six on the shot clock. His first shot coming late. That one wide left.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in steals, seventh in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And as you said, number one in steals this season. He's the sneakiest ball hawk in the league right now. Hide everything you've got because he's coming after you. Now here's Beverly. Williams looking over the floor. Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Williams for three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And now here's Hazonia. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To halt the run, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Williams. Again, Los Angeles.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Here's Simons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Nurkic. From the high post, he drills it.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
George, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
You know what, though? Not only did they get to the free throw line a lot, but they converted at a high clip.
Their mindset was really to get to the stripe, and they accomplished just that.
Los Angeles leading by 13. It's George on the wing. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period. Everything's fallen into place, and we'll see if they can keep it going. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show. And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
I'm not surprised. Kawhi Leonard, usually getting it done on both ends, can give you 20, 30, 40 points a night and lock down the opponent's best scorer. True superstar, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Well, my question is, who are their playmakers? We saw too much dribbling, too little ball movement, too few assists. Well, it's not rocket science. You don't have to have a degree in any kind of science. The best teams always have and always will be unselfish.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Trailblazers trail by 13. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And it's Lillard missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Now here's McCollum. Unloads from 13. And the jumper falls for him. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that, but I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
Here's Nurkic, second shot opportunity. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Leonard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Leonard's got 20 points.
Talented, opportunistic. When Leonard gets hot, it can last for long stretches.
90 seconds now into the second half. Lillard finds Nurkic. Collins against Morris. That's a 2 from Lillard. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Beverley. Morris outside. From deep. Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Now here's George. Following the miss by C.J. McCollum. And of course, free throws always so important. Here are the leaders. Damian Lillard, number 1.
And you simply got to avoid sending him to the line. Absolutely no one has better form from the stripe than he does.
The first one falls. Whiteside's checked in for Portland. And George drops them both. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. McCollum outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Clippers. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And checking out Portland, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers this season has been, it's been solid, but they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Now here's McCollum. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. Lillard, right side, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Morris with the bucket.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
It was a busy rookie season for Landry Shamet. He got off to a hot start in Philadelphia, but was traded near the deadline to the Clippers. Slotted in as a starter there and looked great. He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And last year for Shamet, even with the trade from Philadelphia, still very productive.
Reason why the shooting from outside is what jumps out at you. Rarely do you ever see a rookie come in and shoot over 40% from deep like Shamet did.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7. Here's Whiteside. He kicks to Collins. The shot off that time, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. And there's the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 24.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Lillard dishes to Whiteside. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. Back to Whiteside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Anthony against Leonard. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Trent's checked in. Shamet kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Morris against Anthony. Morris, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 14. Pass to Lillard. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. Whiteside kicks to Hezonja. Back to Whiteside. Makes it off the glass. Whiteside's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Williams up on top. He's got 5. Pass to Shamet. Shot clock at 6. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Lasagna, the pass to Trent. Jackson against Lillard. Over Green. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Damian Lillard. Jackson up top, covered by Lillard. Jackson misses. For Portland, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Lasagna's shot is off.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Outside Williams. Poke loose. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. The shot by Lillard wide open from outside off the mark. Jackson kicks to Shamet. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Shamet's got himself on the board with 3 there. Anthony taking his time here. The 19-footer is on the money. And here's Jackson. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. George is checked in for Jackson. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Simons in for Lasagna. Trailblazers trail by 11. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got 9 points now in just the second half.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland Trailblazers. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings. Then on Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley comes in for Landry Shamet. Free throws good from Lillard. 1:50 left to play in the third. Los Angeles leading by 7. Beverley the pass to Zubac. Back to Beverley. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second-half shooting percentage right at 50%. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Here's George after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Nurkic with the block. They recover it, and that one's good. Beverly. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard the pass to Trent. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. A nice shot by Simons.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Williams against Lillard. And another shot. Nurkic with the block.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's Simons missing. Now Beverly. Pass to Green. It's hauled in by Trent. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot.
Beautiful contest there by one of the most tenacious defenders in the game, Patrick Beverly.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top. They lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Portland, Anthony is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the 2-guard. Shots good by Williams.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
There's the pass to Carmelo. Over Beverly. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Anthony.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Anthony against Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 26 points.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Lillard against Beverly. Nurkic the pass to Simons. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
Simons. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Collins checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Damian Lillard. So he gets them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Passes it to Leonard. On the wing, George. To the inside, Nurkic with the steal. George against McCollum. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside Collins. 6 to shoot. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Kicks to Beverly. Back to Leonard. Beverly finds Leonard. Shoots it. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Simons. Williams with the defensive effort. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Free throw drops for Leonard. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Leonard hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Nurkic. Leonard on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
So difficult to stop Leonard from scoring. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Dwyane Leonard. At the line for 2.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
McCollum against George. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
The shot by George, wide open. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trailed by 11. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. McCollum kicks to Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on George.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Shooting for Portland, Carmelo Anthony, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Anthony. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about, if we're coaches and executives and players, are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Now, here's Beverly. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
That free throw missing. And Smitty with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
And he's good on the second.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
McCollum outside. Anthony, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. There's the 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
That's his second three-pointer of the night. 1 in each half. Trying to keep the defense honest.
The pass to Beverly. Zubac's in the post. Whiteside's there. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And that one's on target from the wing.
And just a smooth jumper, something Morris entered the league with, but now he's hitting it with more consistency.
Cullen passes to Whiteside. Passes it to Simons. And it's off from three-point range.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And Morris throws it down.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now here's McCollum. Outside Anthony. Feeds it to Collins. Pass to Simons. Misses the 3.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Leonard finds George. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's George finishing it off.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Simons. Here's McCollum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
And that one misses. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat, Greg, from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And he sinks the second. Here's Beverly. And the Clippers call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Beverly looking around. George fires, finds himself wide open and drills it. George has got 19 points.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Anthony kicks to McCullough. Out to Anthony. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. He feeds it to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Cullen passes to Lillard. Back to McCollum. It's tipped. Now here's Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Leonard. And that's 17 points for Marcus Morris.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. Lillard attacking. Inside. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Following it up with the flush, Whiteside generates a lot of points off the putback.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. And Whiteside sends it back. McCollum with the ball. Pass to Lillard. And the rejection by Zubac. Beverly against Lillard. Back to McCollum. Stolen by George. McCollum against Beverly. Knocked away. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. .133 left here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. The deep three from George.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trent passes to Nurkic. Noah with the block.
Nice job by Noah, elevating for that block.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 9 feet out. Patterson, that's good. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris outside, shoots over Nurkic. Morris, no good. Here's Trent. He's covered by Shamet. The three. Cans it from downtown. Here's Morris. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you guys made shots down the stretch. How did you battle back and get this win?
I think we did a great job of staying confident, staying in the moment, and really believing that we can win this basketball game. Tonight, it worked for us.
It surely did, Lou. Thanks very much. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.